I'm Matt Zucker, and what we thought we would talk about today is something that is really close to our heart that we don't think gets talked enough about, and that is listening and the power of listening for your work. First thing is that it takes energy. It's a lot of work, right? Even sitting there right now, it kind of takes a lot of work to either pay attention because you're bored or pay attention because you're really, really interested and you've got something you want to add or say to it. So we'll walk you through some stuff. The first thing is listen more than you talk. It's hard for most of us because we're so busy trying to prove how smart we are. So I think it's really important to hold your tongue. You want to hold back. There's time. There's time to talk later. And the more you show that you're listening and not busy getting to the next sentence, I think the more someone can hear you. Also, you actually can pick up stuff from them. The next thing is about listening to the chatter. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of ways to access it. You know, old school was just focus groups, but now it's about watching the blogosphere, seeing what people are writing on message boards. You can track this stuff analytically. You can look at it just casually. You can go interview people in the supermarket, but it's about getting into the conversation and hearing a lot of good dialogue. And I will tell you from creating a lot of campaigns that often a lot of the answers are in the conversations that people are doing out there. You find amazing raw material. So you never want to filter between you and the real world. So dig deep and you'll find it. The next thing is record everything. And maybe you already do this. I don't know if you document stuff. I don't know if you walk around with a camera, if you keep little notebooks, if you use Evernote online, but use it. Keep the stuff, keep the material. Old people, they're cute and they're smart. And there's a lot to say, and I think we have to be really humble that we're all new in the world. And if you look young like I do, you actually need the credibility of wisdom and knowing the material deeper to get credibility with a lot of clients. And old people outside Florida are interesting too. And I guess the point here is about a global view. And it's about looking in different cultures for answers. I mean, we all kind of steal design from around the world, but I think there's a lot to say about how people communicate that's elsewhere too. Don't edit your energy. This is about, David Ogilvy used to have us, when I worked at Ogilvy, we really learned that for every headline, you really had to write 100. I don't know if you've ever done this exercise, especially if you're a copywriter, is when you've got an idea for something, you're really supposed to write 100 headlines on a piece of paper. It's excruciating, but necessary. And you go through the list, and even if it's the same line, the slight difference in how you write it gets better and better and better. And then you cross out all the really bad ones. You save a few and you go to the next page, and you write more. And from that exercise, from that discipline, comes a lot better work. So I think it's about more, and it's about volume and quantity, and probably not being satisfied with what you find first.